quiet on the set. Musicians can start.
Arthur Aday with Aday and Telos, and we're at the base of Mount Shasta in Weed, California, in the state of Jefferson. Did you know that? Hey, we're going to be a part of everything here pretty soon. This is the voice of Mount Shasta, and we're going to talk about what brought millions of people to Mount Shasta today and in the future. So we're going to go right straight into the first little piece. And you'll see me in character, or not character. Or I am a character. Anyway, go for
it. Mystical. It was mystical. All of a sudden, I came upon this place. I don't know where it was, but it looked so familiar to me. I felt it was like home. Or maybe it was home. I still think it was a dream. I just don't know. It just was so beautiful. All the people from the community came together. They did, man. Everybody. It must have been real. Because it was people that I knew, yeah? The community. A celebration of spring, they said, yeah. It was so beautiful, yes. Everybody brought flowers. If you would have been there, you'd been touched too. But I'll show you. We'll go back and see it. Let me say, I remember this pole. And people were going around it and around it and around it and this way and that way. And I'll show you what it looks like now. Maybe I can show you what happened before, but it was so great. It was so great. It's a weave, an intertwining of everybody in the community. Yes, it was. Oh, what a dance, I say, what a dance. It was beautiful. Come with me and I'll show you a beautiful place where they had it all together. This is little...
Well, that was it, I guess. We had it all together. But that wasn't the end of it. So, hey, the next little piece will be an interview with Chris. And he was like my first interview on What Brought You to Mount Shasta. And he looks a little spaced out because he had a... Well, I'll let you tell him. I'll let him tell you. All right? So that's next.
It
was just...
It was supposed to be next. I think I'll have a little food here.
Might as well have a little more cake while you're at it.
Happy birthday.
You guys like some food? Hey, we have a Doggy Dog Day today. We have service dogs. We have wannabe service dogs. Sometimes they call me a dog too, but we won't go there. Hey, why don't we do Susan Isabel? Let's talk with you for a little bit.
Hi, Arthur.
What brought you to Mount Shasta?
What brought me to Mount Shasta was the 13th crystal skull. When I was in Belize in 2000, the Maya determined that I was the keeper of one of the skulls and insisted that I take it. And in 2004, I didn't know it had a second half, but I received the second half of the skull.
Wow, oh,
Together.
you brought them to me
Yeah,
once.
it makes a heart, and the heart actually has a heartbeat.
Heart.
And it is an amazing, amazing artifact. But more than that, it is a representation of the heart and mind of humanity. And it is the heart that we return back to God.
Now, talking about that, what's happening on May 20th?
May 20th,
2012.
Yeah, May 20th, 2012 is going to be a very special day. I had received the first skull May 20th, 2000, exactly 12 years to the day. There is going to be a full solar eclipse here over Mount Shasta.
Wow, the darkness forever or just
Not
for a little
forever,
bit?
Not forever, no. There's a whole new dream coming. A
Wow.
whole new reality for humanity. The second half of the skull I received in June 6, 2004, at the beginning of the Venus transit. In June 6, 2012, there is going to be the end of the Venus transit, which will also be seen here at Mount Shasta. And I truly believe this is the activation of the one heart, one mind
Wow.
of humanity, and it is based here at Mount Shasta.
And how long has it taken Venus to do a star?
8 years.
How many?
8 years.
8 years.
And so
And
we're-
what can we expect with it finalizing a star?
Well, in June 2012, when the 8 years is completed and the second half of the skull, which is the feminine half, which is the Venus, when that is fully activated, we then go into the sign of Gemini, which is the twins. And these are the twins.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes, I'm not sure what's in store for us. But
Well,
something's
you got
coming.
this twin and that twin, and sometimes they're talking to each other.
Yeah, and here we are at the Twin Peaks, Mount Shasta and Mount Shastina. And this is where the Maya had determined that this is where the skull is to be in 2012. July 25th, 2012 is also one other thing that I need to bring to people's consciousness. It's called the Mayan Day Out of Time, when we are to gather together here at Mount Shasta and bring forth with Jose Aguilas and all people across the world the Rainbow Bridge to a new consciousness for humanity in preparation for December.
All
So
right.
lots in store. That's why I'm here.
Isn't that awesome? All right, so anything else you want to say? Oh, how about, where's your new shop at?
The new store, the new Shambhala Center, is on the corner of Mount Shasta Boulevard and Lake Street, right straight in the very heart of Mount Shasta. Spirit has given us this wonderful new place to prepare for the people that are coming.
All right, thank you. Now I understand you need to take off.
Excuse
You
me?
gonna take off?
I'd
Either-
love
You
to.
run off? All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient with us as we get going. You know, there's always some technical...
No, I meant take off.
Oh, you're gonna take off. Good. All right. Well, we'll let you go.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Wow, looks the Mount Shasta is on. This here is Mount Shasta on the Mount Shasta side. Oh. Where's the mountain? Hey, caught me eating. So what I'm gonna do next is Dave is up.
Hi, Arthur.
How you doing, brother?
Merry Christmas.
Hey, I love your dogs. Thank you for bringing them here.
Thank you for inviting me. What brought me to Mount Shasta?
Yeah,
Huh?
what brought you?
Basically came here to help the folks build a house. And then I stayed here and I taught hang gliding. I had an accident. I learned about service dogs, and now I'm trying to promote service dogs for disabled veterans, post-traumatic stress disorder, and they can train it themselves.
Wow. So now, these are your constant companions.
That is true.
And are you teaching other people how to utilize the service dogs?
I basically teach other people how to teach themselves how to use a service dog in public.
That's what we need to do. So, anybody has wants to put together a service dog, I want you to talk to Dave or myself. All right? Anything else?
USAdogs.org will get you to both my websites.
All
Say it
right.
again louder.
USAdogs.org will get you to my websites.
All right. Thank you very much. And then you have to take off, or you want to go sit somewhere else?
No, that is true. Have Merry Christmas, and I'll see you later.
All right. Give it heart.
What's up, Arthur?
Wow, girl, you got the heart with the heart
How you
of
doing,
Mount
Arthur?
Shasta, or Mount Shastis. So what brought you to here to Mount?
Well, I came to Weed to escape a heinous marriage.
Uh-oh.
It was full of negative energy, and I needed to get away. And I had a girlfriend who lived in Weed, in Angel Valley, and she told me, oh, you should come up and live here. The mountain is beautiful, and it's full of great energy. Well, I wasn't just gonna jump into anything, so I started looking it up on the internet. And then, lo and behold, I found out something that just fit right into my inner
heart.
way of being.
Yeah,
So I
your
found
being.
out it was supposedly a hot spot for UFOs.
Have you seen any yet?
I have. I saw an unidentified entity. It was like an angel without a body, only wings,
Wow.
glowing like the abyss, flying in the night.
Well, you know, the other night, this is about 2 weeks ago, I was just like summoned to go outside, and I looked up in the sky, and there was this thing going across the sky, and it was so close, I should have heard something, but it wasn't making a sound, and it really spooked me. I'm like, wow.
Don't be afraid, Arthur.
It was
Don't be
something.
afraid of.
Anything else?
Oh yeah, I've got a lot, but I just want to say that it's taken me a while to transition to the higher altitude and the way of life here. I am finally starting to catch on to everything, and I think the greatest thing about this area, besides a gorgeous mountain, which I've yet to like divulge into all the mysteries of the mountain, but the people, the community, the people.
The mystical people here,
The people
huh?
are
Yeah.
awesome. Everyone's got a deal, a healing thing, or a teaching thing.
And one of the things is people come up here and they change their name. So, what was it before you were started?
Oh, it's always been Deborah, and it'll probably stay Deborah.
All right.
But some people on the internet call me Isis.
Oh, Isis!
Lotus.
Oh my gosh, the Egyptian goddess. Yeah, I love that. Hey, anything else?
Nope, just
All
everyone
right,
great
thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Say hi to the
Party,
world.
and stay healthy and well, and love and light and joy to you all.
Okay, okay. Hey, who's up? Peter?
No, I'm not.
No, who's next?
Yeah.
Who's next? You were number.
3.
What's 4?
Number 4.
You're 4. You're the Lone Ranger. All right, tell us what brought you to Mount Shasta.
I'm Jan.
Tell us, get it? Tell us.
I'm Jan, and this is my dog, Telos.
Hey!
Yay! And I came here about 2 months ago. I came to visit 3 months ago and felt the electromagnetic field in the area and learned about it going about 75 miles around the mountain, and learned that the Lemurian and Atlantean ley lines, they cross right under the mountain, and the stories began. So I've been here for 2 months now, and I heard a voice say McLeod. I found out from the pound that this dog came from, they found her at the dam in McLeod. So that's why I had to name her Telos, because the mountain sent her to me.
Oh.
So I'm having a wonderful time. I love every day here. It's beautiful, and I'm not going anywhere.
Good girl. All right. Who's next? You're 4. Who's 5? 5. 6? Who's 6? Who's 6? Who's 7?
6.
Who is 5? You 5? Oh, right here next to me. What brought you to Mount Shasta, dear?
Well, I stopped off to visit a friend on the way up north.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Clea Richards. I'm a certified iridologist, and I have Mount Shasta Botanicals Herbal Tonics. And I do nutritional and herbal consulting and lifestyle coaching. Anyway, I stopped out to visit a friend, and I loved it so much I decided to stay, and I've been here since 1989.
Wow, and you know, you got that little scope.
Oh yeah,
You like to look into people's eyes. You know, the eye is the soul of a human being. And tell us what it does when you can look inside.
There's a map of the body in the eye. I can read the personality, how the person relates to the world and how it affects them. And then I can see predispositions and signs and weaknesses. And then I form a program with the person to help them heal and get better and enjoy their life. Because I think the most important thing is having quality of life.
Did you bring your little scope?
I didn't know, I didn't.
Oh, she could have looked into my soul today and
Well, I
told me. Oh, can you still? Look into my eyes.
Well, I believe you're in lymphatic eye, so you want to keep your lymph system strong and your immune system strong.
Okay.
I can't tell a lot from this distance, but you're outgoing. I can tell that. And your mate would be a more ingoing person, inward person.
Wow.
Let's see. I did not bring my scope.
Oh, wow. Better luck next time, I guess. So you were
I'm fifth.
5th. Who's 6? You're 6. Richard!
Hello,
This
Arthur.
guy is on the dean's list for how many years now?
A few.
A few years. He's the genius of all the geniuses here. Are you? Do you claim that?
No.
Oh, then you're not claiming it. All right. So tell me, what brought you to Mount Shasta?
Well, in my 20s, I was seeking knowledge, seeking enlightenment, wondering what it was all about. Hurricane Camille, Vietnam, all the destruction, and really disillusioned, especially Hurricane Camille, where they wiped out several towns around Pass Christian, Biloxi, Mississippi. So pretty wondering.
So they
about
got
the
you
world.
here?
No,
After you
what
saw
got
all
me-
that?
What got me here to Mount Shasta was I was flying up to Gold Hill,
And you found the diamond.
and the pilot said, "Look out the window. There's Mount Shasta."
Oh.
And the valley was just totally covered in clouds, and the mountain.
Oh,
so it
an
was like
island.
pure white. It was like heaven. It was like pure clouds
island.
all around. Yes, and the sun was shining pure gold on the mountain. So seeing this from an airplane, it was the most beautiful sight I ever saw in my life.
Did you take pictures?
No, just the ones in the mind.
Oh, come on now. Draw one out so we can see it.
And then eventually seeking knowledge and Weesock, that was held here for many years, still is, the Weesock Festival, and was held right here at the college.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working for the government at the time,
Ah, you're the guy that was working for the government.
and I made the decision that I was going to go to school here when I could.
Really? So
Yes.
and what are you taking?
Well, I just finished up the school psych degree, the philosophy degree. I
Philosophy.
also have the
See, I told you you had to be a genius to be able to do all that.
Associate of Arts, and I'll probably go back to math and physics next semester.
Wow, dude. All right. Hey, prepare for 2012, all right? All right, so you were...
All right, do you want to know the information that I have on 2012?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Give us a
Okay.
few seconds.
This is behind the
Minutes.
scenes work. I'm very involved with the Akasha and Son Mystery School out of Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
And the information that's coming through that source is that May 26, 2012, the planet shifts 3 degrees.
Whoa.
That
could
there's
be a
also
big-
approximately 3 million people who will hold a consciousness of focus. so that the planet does not go into a rocking motion, because that would have been a lot of, the
Well,
disaster
it
movies.
says in the last days it'll rock
Right.
to and fro like
We
a
are
woman
told that
in labor.
Yes, we are told that there is direct intervention to prevent that rocking. The planet comes into a new alignment. This brings it into ascension rays coming from the sun.
Okay.
And this is actually the mystery of what is called the 144,000, is that this energy enters the peripheral of the equator, and then this is what's going to bring about the shift in consciousness, the new perception, the change in vision. It is these
Clever
energies.
they are.
So that's the information we have.
All right, so
What's the name of the school? What's the name of the school?
I was thinking the 3% shift,
3 degrees.
3 degrees shift. Where will we end up? Just 3 degrees.
As far as I can tell, asking from within, from vision,
Plus.
is that it will shift more towards the north. In other words, if we think of the planet as being 23.5 degrees, and it'll approximately go to approximately 21 degrees, so that would place, like, say, your latitude of New York, which is currently 42 degrees,
Okay.
we'll push it right to about 39.
So does that mean they're going to be cooler, or
It's hard to tell, because one of the things I've tried to grasp,
depends on
and
which way they're going?
when a planet shifts that radically,
Right.
I have not been able to conceptualize what's going to happen to all the ocean currents.
Right.
So
We're going to get a slosh.
the most that I've
A
seen,
tsunami.
yeah, the most that I've seen with internal vision is that definitely the north will be a bit colder. But again, this was just to show me.
So
which
are we
way
going to be in the
direction was
tropics,
going.
maybe?
Hard to say.
We'll be hey, maybe we'll get enough water we can be the new Hawaii.
Very possible.
Hey, no, we don't have to go to Hawaii. It's coming to us. All right, who's next? Peter, thank you for being here. What brings you to Mount Shasta?
Well, the first thing I want to say is that 3 Degrees is a band that did the song "When Will I See Him Again."
Oh, there
When will I see you
go.
again? But anyway, in 1987 was this harmonic convergence, and it was a big news in the world. And I just happened to be on vacation at the time. I flew. I'd lived in Oregon years before that, so I came out. And I was just casually going. So I got to Eugene, Oregon. People said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I don't know." They go, "You going to Shasta?" So I knew about it from the I Am books. So I said, "Yeah, same to me." And so my wife at the time and I, we had to rent a car. We came down and and then. So I knew then, as soon as I got here, I wanted to come and live here, not come for like a week stay.
Just had that.
Yeah, and
feeling
I
in the
lived in New York
heart.
City, so I was very familiar with vortex energy. So, and then when I went to Maui a couple of years ago, it's I just go from one vortex to another, sort of vortex hopping. But then I came back in '94 with her. We came back for another visit, and I said, yeah. And then in 2001, Joshua David Stone was doing the WESAC gathering here, so I came here.
Wow.
There he is. He's passed on. He was a breatharian, but he had diabetes.
Slow down with the book here. What is it?
It's a book called Soul Psychology. He was a very prolific writer, and he tried to do a breatharian aspect.
Oh,
He was
breatharian,
totally
okay.
diabetic, and he had really, but he tried so hard. He made his quote-unquote ascension, but he worked really hard with the Ascended Masters, Dwell Cool, and guys like Sri Yukteswar, Living Proof. But anyway, so then in 2001, I came to the WESAC, and then I got separated. I gave my wife the house, and no kids.
Oh, you're so generous, man.
I gave her the house. Did she pay for it? I don't know.
Oh.
But
She
I'm
paid
here,
for
and
it.
I
I
found a
get
lot of
every
people
time.
like from New York are here. Which camera's on? That one?
Wow, the red one.
So, but anyway, I left New York, in a place that's like a real capital center of music, and I've done nothing but play music here. And then I got an inheritance.
Music man, you
within,
are. Thank you for being here, playing that.
Two good things have happened since my Mount Shasta stay. I became a caretaker of this mansion called Emerald Island.
Whoa,
6 months here.
the jewel of
So I was like
Shastina.
taking an elevator to the 3rd floor to go to the balcony to look at Mount Shasta, and I said to Spirit, I want to have the regal, palatial setting. If I'm going to live here, all the supply and output is graceful life. And then I got an inheritance out of nowhere with a Reiki client, not even a
And you
board
bought the mansion.
Well, no, and it's still up for sale.
Congrats.
Anyone, a couple of million, you can probably get it. It's right there in Lake Shastina, and it was just a dream house.
That was my dream house. Every time I go camping there, I seem to camp at the base of this jewel mansion on a pyramid hill, and I always say, one day I'm gonna go up there. You remember you knocked on my motorhome when I was there, and I didn't answer because I didn't know who was out there, and I saw your car, and I followed you up there, and we played pool, and we watched the Play King. Did you ever send that off to your friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
The king.
The king, man. He's the king.
The thing is, I wasn't allowed to have any visitors, and then Arthur comes up with his RV, comes up this one-way road in and one-way out.
Hey, everybody saw it.
I got flack from the other caretaker the next day, because I later said, I've never had anybody up here. Meanwhile, Arthur did come there, and we did play pool. Did you stay the night?
No. I went down to the campground and fell asleep. But I remember shooting pool, the last thing,
I live 70 miles from here, and the Indians have said, legend says that the way to live at a vortex is at a distance. So at the top of this hill, of this property, is a place where I have cell phone signal, and I go up there, I can see Mount Shasta and Mount Lassen, Ring of Fire. And Mount Shasta looks so good from a distance. So for me, it's always here. I feel the mountain, it's just the presence is, it's so magnanimous to be here. It's not Reading, it's not Dunsmuir, it's not any mundane, regular, quote-unquote city. But then again, nothing is mundane on the planet at this point.
Yeah.
As far as 2012,
2012, you're here for this day, aren't you?
At the same time, I don't care any less. Whatever happens, Bruce Lee says act, don't react, so we're constantly honing up our skills as light workers in whatever we choose, I normally don't like to be inside with animals, but I love these dogs, and I love everyone here, and, love, wisdom, and power. Love.
Hey, we gotta move on to the next one. Are you next, Michael?
I am.
Hey, no, this is the most fantastic story. He's in India. He bought one-way ticket to India. He was not coming back to the United States ever. And something changed. He watched my show from India on the internet, and he says, "Aday and Telos, come to me." He calls me up after he gets here, and he says, I want to interview with you. And I said, I'm booked. And he said, I didn't come from India for you to say that. You need to get somebody off your show. I'm like, okay. So I made my phone calls, and there was, lo and behold, there was a person who canceled. And I called Michael up, and he said, I told you. So Mike, what do you have to offer us and share with us in this world of toxicity?
Well, I guess you said it all.
Hey!
I was the first caretaker of Panther Meadows back in 1991.
Wow,
And
what
I
a
was
sacred
here-
place.
I was working for the Forest Service through 1994 or so, 1995. And I did leave for India with no intention of coming back to the United States. And about 3 months ago, I was headed for Nepal, and I couldn't get a train. They were all booked. And I started receiving messages on the inner and outer planes about Mount Shasta again.
Aday and Telos.
And so the messages started getting stronger and stronger.
Come to Mount Shasta.
I decided to come here.
Hey!
I received information that what I should do here is open the 2012 Preparation Center, which I'm announcing today in the Mount Shasta Area News. And I'll read you the notice that's in the news. It says, attention light workers. Light workers are now arriving in Mount Shasta from around the world for the ascension process, which has begun and may culminate in 2012. Light workers already living in the communities around Mount Shasta, please begin to open spare rooms for these people. Contact Dr. Michael Schleier at the 2012 Preparation Center with your openings. 530-261-1153.
Wow. Did you put that in there?
Yes, I did.
Well, you should know.
Repeat it.
We got from all the way around India here. Anything else? Oh, you do a special cleansing with people with raw foods, right?
Yes, I do.
You told me something about after 3 months or so of a raw diet, diabetes is actually non-existent in the body, and the pancreas is actually functioning again. Was that correct, or
I had
am I just hopeful?
I had a raw foods restaurant in Minnesota, and I had several people with diabetes, and that was the case, yes.
And after a couple months of eating?
About 2.5 months of on a raw foods diet.
And it cleaned them
It
out.
was gone.
That's what chlorophyll does. Hey, what are we eating? But, well, this is good stuff. This is a good carrot cake. Raw, is it raw?
It's a raw foods carrot cake.
Wow, I feel like alive. The thing is, folks, well, you eat what you eat, but Michael and I are going to go eat raw foods. All right, because I got to finish cleaning myself out. Or detoxing myself.
2012 Preparation Center. Anyone with housing, please call me, and please keep your housing at a minimum price so that all the light workers coming from all over the world can afford to live here. Thank you.
What's the number again?
530-261-1153.
Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, who's next? You were. Thank you. Laura, you were 7?
I was 8.
What?
8.
8. Who's 9?
I'm 9.
You're 9. 8. Now this lady, can I say you just came from Germany?
No.
No, you've been here in the United States for how long?
For 20 years.
For 20 years. So what brings you to Mount Shasta?
I'm a light walker, and I moved here 6 days ago. And yesterday.
How many?
6 days ago.
6 days! Whoa, newbie!
And yesterday I met Arthur.
You met me, and here
he
you
said,
are.
tomorrow you come to my show, and here I am.
Yep. So, what's bringing you here? You got a mission, yeah?
I'm on a mission as a light walker, and I want to build a dome village.
A dome village.
Nice. And
check her website out.
I came here to attract 4 young people as co-creators to establish fifth dimensional eco-village as a model to be spread and snowballed in rural areas.
Nice.
So did we just see your website? What, give the number again on your website.
My website is karinllightwalker.com.
All right, that will lead you to these beehive
dome houses.
Dome houses.
They are called moon cocoon.
No more trees we have to chop up.
Moon cocoon.
I like it.
Built out of sandbags filled with earth, with adobe.
Nice.
There you go.
Very
And people have been doing this like in LA.
Yeah, they are already built in third world countries, in Haiti, and I want to build these inexpensive houses too.
There you go. You guys want a new house? An inexpensive house? Yeah?
Yes.
We need some land somewhere and a lot of dirt and some plastic bags. Anything else? Who's next?
That place again.
Are you ladies? Come on down. Why don't you two go that way?
Queen Anne Victoria and myself.
All right. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you. Come on down, Audra.
All right.
Oh,
Arthur.
my main screen here.
Ooh,
Look at my other main screen.
You bet.
Hey, I want to tell you, if it wasn't for this lady, I wouldn't be here, and nothing would be here. And Deborah?
Yeah.
Deborah's new, but old in the community, but new to here. And the 3 of us make a really good team.
We do.
Look how many people are here.
Awesome.
The world is here. Give us a hand. Give them a hand. What brings you to Mount Shasta?
Arthur, I didn't know I had a destiny to meet you and assist you in your television production. You think?
My paintbrush, yes.
What brought me to Mount Shasta? Lots of things, but really what I want to do right now is I want to introduce Deborah. We have a surprise for you, Arthur. This is Arthur's 90th show.
6 years.
So I'm going to do a quick seat swap so that Deborah can...
Do I get a hug then? Do I get a hug then?
Oh, there.
Hey, I like
you.
squeezing women. Eh?
Thank you.
So what do we have here?
Arthur,
Yes.
to commemorate and recognize your extraordinary contribution to MCTV 15 and Siskiyou Media Council, we have given you this year's 2010 Local Program Recognition. You are on our plaque now. Yay, Arthur. You know, this year would have been very different at this station if it hadn't been for you. You do know.
I know, it seemed like I was the only one doing 8 shows a month. Let me tell you, they were exciting, and you all can order them. I have a list, and the ladies here can tell you which ones are the best ones. Don't be shy. Call them up, or call me up, and we'll get you some, okay? Donations for these beautiful shows. And then this next year, we're going to do, how many are we going to do this next year?
You had about 40 this year, so there's your goal.
There you go. So I'm working on 40. So
40 or 50. So Arthur,
Yes.
this plaque, just so everybody knows, this lives in the control room here at Siskiyou Media Council at MCTV
room,
15
yeah.
Studios. So this is an annual award that's given to for producer recognition. Arthur, so you will live on the wall.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, in the studio.
Oh, and by the way, they finally said I could have my masters. Get it? My masters?
No.
No.
Oh, your masters. I think he
The
means
masters.
DVDs.
I get to use them.
Oh. Get your backup.
Yeah, but hey, and Audrey, you gave me a job in the community.
I gave you a title, Arthur.
A title,
I
okay.
decided that Arthur was really the CEO of the intergalactic. I don't even remember all those words, but it was a really long title.
Oh, intergalactic ascension of 2012 or something like that.
Anyway, you're on it.
Hey!
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Arthur.
Listening to you. All right. So, beloved, where are you?
Right here.
I think you're next on. You got some music for us?
Sure.
And I guess we'll let her key up here. Can you put that DVD on of the Limos in the Night? Now, this is when I was a chauffeur many years ago. These are some of the limos that I drove. Lake Tahoe.
Okay, we'd like to know when the musicians are ready, so just let us know when you're ready, please.
When you're ready.
Check my mic here. Can you hear me?
Arthur,
Mic's off.
what's that bass for? What's the bass doing back there?
Got another band coming.
Hold on, have band coming.
Okay, the musicians ready?
All right, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, you can go ahead and start.
And you're on, beloved. Thank you again for your excellence. And thank you, Peter.
Oh, great.
Namaste. I see the divine in you. As you see the divine
Hey, what brought you to Mount Shasta?
Well, I would say probably my most powerful, profound time that I came was when I was going to move to the I Am Sanctuary, and I ended up meeting Saint Germain, so I didn't go to the I Am Sanctuary.
You came this sanctuary.
Yes.
Well, bless you for being here and following through on your inner stuff. Hey, I have a friend over here now who, Topaz, who brought you to Mount Shasta? Huh? Yeah? He says he was dumped out on the freeway, and they caught him they put him in the Humane Society, and then he was rescued by some lady who said Arthur needed a birthday present. And that's why he's here. And now he's like a constant companion with Cody, wherever he's at. Oh, Cody, come here. Come on. Don't be shy. Come on. So these guys are service dogs who help take care of me when my blood pressure drops out every once in a while. Topaz will recognize it before I will. He'll come and hug my leg, and that alerts me to that I need to look at my arms. Right now I'm doing all right. But Topaz will growl at people coming up on us. Well, he's going to growl at him. Anyway, and Cody, if I should pass out, Cody knows to go and find help. That usually happens if I'm out in the forest somewhere. But I have kind of passed out one time here at the college. I was passing out. The dogs were responding, and I went to my gym teacher, and he started laughing. Couldn't find a pulse, couldn't find a heartbeat. He said, I gotta get a MT over here. Not MT, anyway, we know what it is. And she did the same thing. She started laughing. I was like, what's so funny? Well, they both looked at me and says, you're either dying or you're close to being dead. We all said, let's get to the hospital. Anyway, they saved my life. And it was because this guy and Cody, they just like worked together as a team. So there's a documentary out on them. And hi, wait, is that the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the doggy dog truth? Yeah, dog. All right. So who's next? What time is it? 15.
Pause.
Come on down.
Pause.
Oh, pause. You too. Come on down. Well, you can come over here with this chair over here. I'm getting lonely. Come on, pause.
Oh, yeah, let Holly get there first.
Come on, pause.
Let Holly sit next.
Come sit here.
Okay. Holly, where do you sit over here?
She can sit there.
It's too far away.
Oh, no. I can touch. You're here. Hey, how you doing?
Yes, you gotta come on.
Holly, yes.
Come on.
Tell us
Violet, we
about
need you.
you
Come on.
in Shasta.
Yay, Violet.
Wait, we have someone else.
Oh.
There we go.
Who's this?
This is my daughter.
Oh, my goodness. You're so young to have a daughter. Oh. So what brings you to Mount Shasta?
What brought you to Mount Shasta? She was born here.
She's an original. Well, give her a hand. Whoa, girl, you got a lot to grow up to.
And not just born again.
Yeah, and you just decided to come up here and have her?
No, I thought that I would like to go to college in a nice place.
Good place to go to college.
And so I graduated from high school in 1976 from North Hollywood High School. And it took me a while when I was in Santa Monica and different places, but I thought. So I wrote to different community colleges, and I narrowed it down to 2, which was Butte College or here, College of the Siskiyous. And then when I got invited with my cousin and his wife to Banff, to Canada, to Jasper, on our way back, we got to stop by real quick. And I put my foot down and I said, aha, this is it.
This is it. You felt the
But then
vibe.
it still took me another year to get here.
Another year?
By the grace of God, I was able to come, and I took a couple classes, and after all those years since 1979, I finally got my degree last May 1st.
Oh, wow. Hey, that's Maypole.
also, they say St. Germain's Ascension Day and a lot of days. I guess it's the Communist Party Day too, but that's another story. But so May 1st, but I got my degree through Simpson University, and by the grace of God, I'll be continuing with my teacher's ed thing, maybe.
So what you going to do with all that? Knowledge, wisdom.
I'm so grateful to be here. I got invited by Paz and...
this Paz or that Paz?
Well, the fellow who was here with the service dogs, he said,
Dave?
Holly, you need a service dog.
Oh!
So he's
only he would know.
And how am I here? Well, I can't tell you, but I feel like I'm in exile, because actually I live in the city of Weed. And I don't live in Mount Shasta, but her dad's in Mount Shasta.
You live at the base of Mount Shasta, though, at the heart.
Well, you can tell me that, but I have to find it, because my heart is in Los Angeles, my heart is in my childhood, my heart is in the High Sierras. My heart is when I take a long walk, when I take a short walk, and like the other day I said, Dear Lord, this is my song, and I love the song, it's so beautiful, thank you. Do I really believe that charity never faileth? And that was my song.
Wow.
Very good.
Sorry. And I'm so grateful for the friends of the Shasta Abbey, the friends of Amaji, everyone's friends here, and my Christian friends. And as I was singing that song, then I got happier as I was communing with God just a little bit, because the wind's blowing and it's cold, and there's no car.
Yeah, today I woke up and it was cold. All night long it was cold.
But what I want to tell you is that really, I think it is true, charity never fails, because it was just like a little clue, but I'll keep this short real quick, but just to say that when I was singing that song, then this woman turned around out of the blue, and she saw me as a stranger walking, and I was okay because I had a place to go. I had a mission to do, but I had to go out in the cold. It wasn't so bad once I got out, because I didn't want to go out in the cold, but I had to. But once I was out, it was good because fresh air, and it inspires me for song when I'm out. But then this lady turned around and she said, oh, she saw this woman, who's in the cold, may I offer you a ride? It turns out she was my neighbor and friend, but when she saw me as a stranger. And, and so it was sweet charity. It wasn't like I was asking for charity, it was not a charity, it was just like that kindness.
Okay.
And it turns out she has a Christian mission where she invites people up from Los Angeles in couples counseling and to help them not get divorced and not get separated and not have trouble. Anyway, so she and her husband, and she used to be my neighbor, and I was so glad to see her, and mostly it was the warmth, the kindness.
The love, the heart.
Because I was okay walking in the fresh air singing. But anyway, and so anyway, it's not a security dog, a service dog.
Yes.
Should help with the calming.
We'll look for one for you.
Ask Violet.
Huh?
Ask Violet what she's doing.
That's Violet. What?
Violet, what are you doing these days?
Oh, what are you doing these days?
She's getting embarrassed about her mom.
No, besides that.
Yeah, we were watching her like, Mom.
You gardening anymore?
No, not really.
Are you-
Roller skating and
Too cold to garden.
yeah.
And she just took her CD player away from me. Sorry, shouldn't say that.
All right, pause.
No.
Is it
Anyway,
my
what
turn?
is she doing? No, we should ask her. What
Yeah,
else
I
are you
want to see
doing?
what she's doing.
Well, I'm getting tutoring. I'm gonna be in 6th grade next year, and my tutor is helping me because I got held back a year, so I'm gonna.
No, that's good. Good to know.
Yeah, go back.
That'll be a plus later on. You get held back a year.
And she's going to San Diego with her dad on Saturday.
Christmas.
La Jolla. She gets to be right near
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah.
And then he'll drop her off at my mom's on the 22nd, so she gets to be with
That's
family
okay.
in Los Angeles.
So Arthur wants me to say something.
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies. Pause.
Okay, I want to say something about them. They are just natural foragers. I consider myself a forager. One of my labels is foraging. And I met them through the community college. Holly said, you want a garden? I said, sure. So I went to her home. We gardened for maybe 2 years, I forget. But anyway, we had the best time going out on our bicycles foraging. It was amazing.
Foraging on the bicycles
Yeah,
in
it was
Mount
like we went-
Shasta.
I don't know
And
how
if you
many
want
miles
to
we went.
tour Mount Shasta
Oh, yeah.
to forage, this guy will take you throughout, and you will eat your heart. And well, not your
You
heart.
might get sick,
You'll
too.
eat your love. You'll love to eat.
Well, it was the education. Paz is such an excellent teacher, gardener, educator of the heart, and he was so fun because it was beautiful, and he was very knowledgeable. Like he knew what was
Anyway.
poison and what wasn't.
Yeah.
Hey,
So if you want to donate money, I got 2 seconds.
Oh.
Donate money to Arthur, and I will give you a plant walk for free.
Next year's.
How about?
Next year's. We're going to do 40 shows. We need
We know all of them,
donations to create that happening, and we need people to come in and help. And if we get enough money in the next couple of weeks, I'll start hiring people to be my co-workers and co-creators. All right. So you 4-H.
I love food.
And you make
see, where we at?
happy things come alive.
And what is that you have?
Oh yeah, this you'd recognize.
Oh,
this
what is
color.
that?
Well, this is food. Food is power. We know that. And seeds
What
are
is
well.
this fruit?
This is Oregon grapefruit. It's an it's an
That
analog.
is like
What the herbalists call an analog for golden seal. Golden seal is over harvested. You don't want to hear about this. What you want to do is donate money to this program, Arthur Aday, Day in Telos, and I'm willing to take you on a plant walk anywhere, anytime, for whatever you want to donate. Okay? We need a bunch of money, so we have a lot of good shows next year. Instead of 40, maybe 80. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, we can do 40.
Is that all the listeners do?
That's all I heard.
I heard her say 50.
But you know what? If you have a subject that you want to talk about, either here now, talk to me about, or if you're on the internet or cable 15 watching this and you have a subject, give me a call at 530-905-1509 and let's talk about the subject, and then let's come over here and talk.
And call me if you want to go on a walk. 530-261-2088. And maybe Violet and Holly will go along with us.
Yeah.
On our bicycles, maybe even.
Well, I need to have the
I'm
tire
just
fixed,
kidding.
but
I'm just kidding.
All right. Can we see Rex? Is there going to be a DVD for Rex on the reason he came to Mount Shasta? And then we'll do the music.
I'm glad you didn't ask me.
Huh?
I'm glad you didn't ask me because I don't know.
Why he came to Mount Shasta?
You've been here too long.
I know. I gotta go.
So,
how we doing?
Oh, there we go. Well, hey, Chris is finally going to be coming.
Hey, oh, there he is. Yeah.
For some reason, I went to sleep and they couldn't wake me up for 5 days. They even put me in the hospital. The doctors didn't know what to do. But I was fine. I was just in this dream, and the whole time I was seeing the mountain, and it was calling to me. Come to the mountain, Chris. First thing I did was get in my car and drive to Mount Shasta. I left all my stuff there. I haven't seen it since. I think the landlord sold it off or something. And so here I am. That was.
And that's it. You're here.
Several years ago.
Several years ago, and are you living somewhere in the forest, in a house, a room?
You know, sometimes I live in a room, in a forest, in a house. Sometimes I'm in a car. Either way, I'm near the mountain. And now, see, the thing is, my dream is now what happens in my waking state. And during my dreams now, I dream that I'm somewhere else.
You're Rex.
We play together.
All right, thank you.
Isn't that all right?
Why don't you guys finish off the credits? Thank you for being here. Call the MCTV 15 studio to donate money for this show to keep it going this next year. And you can call me too.
Is he gonna play the bass?
Well, I think these guys are just going to close for at this point.
Wait a second.
All right, go ahead.
It's no fair.
I'll leave the mic. I don't know. I mean, I can't tell.
How's the mic level on the guitar over there?
Perfect, perfect.
You can hear it good?
Yeah.
Go ahead and play.
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 Play your heart out.
We're running out of time. 4 seconds.
2 seconds.